welcome. It's another edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Now, don't forget, we are streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up on TVC Connect. Now, for comments, use the hashtag
Wake Up Nigeria.
All right, and so for breakfast this morning, we have Chef Tolu of Tolu Food and Lifestyle joining
Tolu.
us in the kitchen with Mary.
Yes, we're going to be cooking up a storm today. I'm so excited.
She's looking hot though. What's going on? The long hair, you know, looking all fly.
First Monday of the month.
All right, we have an amazing lineup for you on the show this morning. Child therapist Izefwa will be joining us to talk about how to build your child's self-esteem, which is really important in the 21st century.
That's a big one, a really big one. Mike and David will be talking tech later on. They're going to be showing us how exactly we can print directly from our phones.
Well, we also have an interesting feature on the homecoming for ace photographer Solomon Osage.
Mike and entertainment blogger Akinyele will be bringing us up to speed with the latest in entertainment stories. We'll also bring you a report on some accomplished entrepreneurs who are inspiring the younger generation. Now that will be coming your way a little later on.
And finally, we have Nollywood's Sylvia Edom joining us for a chat.
I love your words even more.
What about our new neighbors?
To gain his attention. Hey, this man is in love with his wife and not you.
You make my daughter happy, so I will not like you so sad.
I have wished you death in so many ways.
What can it be? A blind girl.
All right.
Yes, so much to look forward to today, really.
Exciting.
It's going to be a packed show.
So guys, guess what I found out? Guess what I found out yesterday?
Okay, what?
Former President Obasanjo is going he's going to be making his movie debut.
Really?
I saw it on Instagram.
Did you say movie? No way. Are you sure
He's
it
going to
wasn't
be in
joke?
a movie coming out in the month of October.
Are you,
Where did you?
Are you
How did you
kidding?
find it? Where did you
I'm
find
not
it?
kidding.
Oh, wow.
Wait, how did you find it? When did you find it? When did you find it?
Why?
Where did you find it? Why
Why
did you
did
find
you
it?
find- how
Who
did
did
you
you
find
find
it?
it?
I saw it on
How?
Instagram. I'm telling I saw it on Instagram, and it's true. The producers and directors are talking about it.
Fantastic.
Okay.
You're never too old to
Epic.
do stuff like this.
I'm sure that you're going to be
Like
talking about a little bit of that.
Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman.
entertainment news and all.
No, maybe not today, but that is something I really look forward to.
It's really big. Like
Yeah,
everybody's
that's something I
looking
look forward to. I mean, look at when I think of presidents or governors who have acted. I'm thinking of Schwarzenegger, but then he was already an actor before he became a
Yes,
governor.
before he became a governor.
Presidents, is there any president who has acted president?
Well,
president? None comes to mind now.
This is like a reverse.
I'm telling you,
of the
after,
case.
I mean,
because
come on.
Ronald Reagan used to be an actor as well.
Oh, wow.
Before he became
Yes.
the president of the U.S.
Now,
yeah.
I'm not trying to draw down the tempo, but two things actually hit me over the weekend.
Okay.
And it had to do with, one, the young man who committed suicide because he failed his SS2 examinations.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That was a really sad story. I
And
heard
then what happened at the zoo.
Oh, dear
Yeah.
me. The Ibadan Zoo,
The
apparently
Ibadan Zoo,
a
a lion mauled a man, and the man had been feeding him for years.
Oh,
But do we know the details of exactly what happened?
oh, goodness knows.
According to reports,
Okay.
the man had always been feeding him.
Okay.
And unfortunately, this particular day, he decided that he wanted more for his meal.
He just wanted more.
He just wanted
The
That's
more.
lion
all.
wanted more.
Yeah, but something must have happened. Something, because, I'm not trying to say the lion is a pet, but something must have triggered that.
There's always something that triggers stuff like that,
so,
of course.
but it's sad, and apparently the zoo has been shut down for a while.
Wow.
The lions
while
have
they get to the
been
bottom of it.
put-
Ugh. And another really scary one was the country music festival in Las Vegas.
that was really sad.
The
story. Like,
shooter
that one
just
too.
it's still
It
a
was
developing
horrible.
story, and it's just
It's
really
scary.
horrible.
Yeah.
It drives you, drives you to think, what could make a 65-year-old go that far? It's really scary to think.
I actually reached out to a friend of mine who lives in Las Vegas just to find out if he's okay. And
Yeah.
he's fine.
Well, it's all about, figuring out these stories and finding out what led to them, and hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it as soon as possible.
Las Vegas.
All right. So there's quite a lot that we have in store for you on the show today. We'll bring you the news updates. But before we get the ball rolling, Blessing, of course, is on standby.
Hello, good morning, and here are the top stories we're checking out at this
The National Judicial Council has set up separate panels to investigate various allegations of misconduct against 2 chief judges and 13 others. But the NJC's Director of Information, Soji Oye, who disclosed this on Monday, did not name the affected judges. He said the decision was taken after considering the reports of 2 preliminary complaints assessment committees on 46 petitions written against judicial officers in the federal and state judiciaries. Resident doctors in Nigeria want chief executives of state teaching hospitals to imitate the federal government's steps towards resolving their members' labor challenges. They have also pledged to engage the Nigerian Governors Forum on how such issues in the health sector can be taken care of. The newly elected president of the National Association of Resident Doctors, Ugochukwu Chinaka, disclosed this in Abuja, where he read the association's resolutions after its 37th annual general meeting. And the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, says a lot has improved with regards to power supply across the country. Fashola was speaking at the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry Policy Dialogue on the state of the power sector. He affirmed that the federal government is committed to improving power supply, adding that most of the challenges are being addressed strategically. And the fatality figure in the shooting at a country music festival on the Las Vegas Strip Sunday night shows what might be the deadliest mass shooting in the United States. Police say almost 60 people have been confirmed dead and more than 400 others injured after the gunman opened fire on fun seekers at a sold-out event which was being attended by thousands. And videos across social media platforms showed crowds running from the venue as gunfire was released and shouting was heard from people inside the concert venue. Before the Sunday attack, the killing of 49 people at an Orlando nightclub last June was the deadliest mass shooting in the United States. And finally, President Muhammadu Buhari has charged Nigerians to embrace, appreciate and promote their culture for the good of the country. He stated this during the annual Olojo Festival in Ile-Ife, Osun State, where he was represented by the Health Minister Isaac Adewole. President Buhari appreciated Oni Adeyeye Ogunwusi for his contribution in the promotion of peace and national unity. And that's a wrap on the news updates. We now bring you today's weather forecast.
All right, it's time now for sports, and Super Mike is right here.
Yeah.
The camera caught you guys looking down.
Yeah,
we're studying the papers.
The papers today. In
Why are you going in front when you have not yet? I mean, come on.
Man,
Let's get to the bridge before we cross it. Don't mind me, I'm just kidding, okay?
You're still in the independent spirit.
All right, I'm Mike Messi Kenor, and this is Sports Update. More players continue to arrive the camp of the Super Eagles in Uyo ahead of the World Cup qualifier against Zambia. Mines defender Leon Balogun and Hapoel Beersheva duo of Anthony Wakeme and John Ogu were the early birds in camp. Also in camp are Dele Ajiboye, Elderson Echejile, Ogeneka Retebo, Ikechukwu Ezenwa, skipper Mikel Obi, Victor Moses, Alex Iwobi were still being expected as at the time of the filing of this report. NFF officials said they expect the team to have their first full training this evening in Uyo. And then the Zambian national team have kicked off preparations in the Ghanaian capital, Accra, ahead of their World Cup qualifier against the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Zambian contingent, led by head coach Wedson Yirenda, arrived at Accra on Sunday. The foreign-based professionals have also joined up with the team. Zambia will now arrive in Uyo on Thursday 2 days before the crunch tie against Nigeria. Nigeria lead Group B on 10 points, while Zambia is in second place on 7 points. Cameroon is on 3 points, while Algeria stuck at the bottom of a group with just 1 point. And then this is quite interesting news when I think about what happened, Floyd Mayweather and, of course, Conor McGregor, ex-footballer. Rio Ferdinand says he is not looking to have a boxing career, but is focused on getting his professional boxing license and having one fight. The former Manchester United and England defender launched a professional boxing career last month and said he was aiming for a belt. Ferdinand, who is hoping to get a license and become a professional boxer, says that he is not looking to have a career in boxing but wants to get a fight. Ferdinand, who won the Premier League 6 times and the Champions League once during his time at Old Trafford, says he does not have an opponent yet. I'm sure he might want Floyd Mayweather. But then, the 38-year-old's career change is backed by betting company Betfair. Now, this is quite interesting.
I told you this was all about money.
It's all about money.
He just wants one big match.
One big match.
Take a big paycheck and
then leave.
And retire.
I'm thinking about it. I mean, you're looking at somebody like a Conor McGregor who virtually decathloned his whole worth in just one fight. I mean, who wouldn't want to get punched? I would want to. I would change career. I don't want to present again. I want to box. Okay, and then on to F1. Lewis Hamilton is worried about the pace of rival Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari despite extending his championship lead in Malaysia. Hamilton is 34 points ahead of the German after finishing second behind Red Bull's Max Verstappen, while Vettel fought back to come fourth. He could be helped by a agreed penalty for Vettel in Japan next weekend. Vettel was involved in a bizarre crash with Williams driver Lance Stroll on the slowing down lap, which smashed his left rear suspension and will get a 5-place grid penalty in Suzuka if the gearbox needs changing. But race winner Verstappen is delighted with his victory. Okay, that's a wrap on sports. Take me for my word, I might just do some boxing.
Seriously. And I would probably be betting against
I'll hook you up. I'll be your manager.
No, I'll bet against you.
You don't have to. You can't bet. You can't. No problem. We'll just give you that money. I'll win.
So I'll be your manager. I'll just be your promoter. You know, Mike
be cool.
fighting Evander Holyfield.
I won't mind. That'll be cool.
Thanks so much, Mike, for the sports update. We're going straight to the newspaper headlines this morning, starting with The Nation, with the headline, $18.5 billion revenue. Ex-PPMC chief to lose Dubai assets. EFCC detectives probe $205 million kerosene subsidy. And then also on the cover of The Nation, banking hall transactions dipped by 25%. And then, of course, the sad story all the way from Las Vegas there. 58 dead, over 500 injured in Las Vegas massacre. It's an act of pure evil, says President Donald Trump. And ISIS claims responsibility for the attack. All on the cover of The Nation this morning.
On the cover of The Punch, it says NJC raises panels to probe 2 chief judges and 13 others. On page 9, you can read up about how Zamfara okays sacking of judge following Punch report. And also the sad images of the massacre in Las Vegas yesterday. A death toll in Las Vegas shooting rises to 58. The gunman is dead. That's on page 44. And also here it says, I got 7,000 naira for participating in killing Gulda Ultimate Search winner, says the suspect. That's on pages 4 and 5. Treat me as Jonathan treated Aisha, says Patience tells Buhari, it says here on page 10. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch.
And then on the cover of the Daily Sun, we've got the headline, NJC sacks judge over 200,000 naira bribe, investigates 15 others. And then still on the cover of the Daily Sun, Kanu's whereabouts, IPOB lawyer hits Kalu. And then, of course, gunmen rob, kill the Sun sales rep in Onitsha. That's a sad story there. And then 182 million naira fraud, ICPC arraigns presidency's ex-nominee. And then finally, there's a plot to destroy Jonathan's family, ex-president's wife. All on the cover of the Daily Sun.
And on the cover of this day newspaper, it says, NJC sets up panels to probe 15 judges for corruption. Zamfara approves sack of Justice Anka over 200,000 naira bribe. Also, the story of the 58 killed and over 500 injured in the deadliest U.S. shooting. Trump calls shooting an act of pure evil, and other world leaders react. That story is in the This Day newspaper. Also, it says here, Dangote, rumor of 10-year tax holiday granted me prosperous, untrue. You can read up about that on page 36 of This Day newspaper.
All right, and then, of course, on the cover of Vanguard, why FG won't use 2014 Confab report. That's from the presidency there. Says it was not inclusive. Jonathan's government ignored outcry against Confab. And then EFCC's Magu out to destroy my family. Patience Jonathan. And then GUS winner Hector was killed in error. That's the suspect, one of the suspects speaking there. And then finally, Accountant General having trouble reconciling TSA inflows. All on the cover of the Vanguard this morning.
And that's it on the headlines for the newspapers this morning, well, for now. And the newspaper headlines is proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
All right, let's get our muscles working. And Mike is on standby with his favorite coach, Ruby Agu.
Oh, God will tell you that one. All right, anyways, let's take it up from 0 to 100. I've got to Ruby Agu in the house. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
You look like you had a wonderful holiday.
Well rested.
Well rested, eh? Okay, cool. So, what do you have for us post-holiday workout? What do you have for us this morning?
Oh, yes, muscle weakness, like, you know, just cardio.
Cardio. Okay, cardio muscles. Are we doing? Okay, you mentioned something about muscles. That means are we trying to
awaken the muscles.
Awaken the muscles, okay?
Sleeping muscles.
All right. So if you're still sleeping, the muscles are about to be woke. All right, it's Ruby. I'll go take it away.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Good morning, guys. So today we have cardio moves. I've got some moves for us today. 5 moves for 20 seconds each, and rest for 5 seconds. So, but before we start, we're going to just, like I said earlier, wake up the muscles with a little bit of warm up. So let's go. Nothing too serious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the second warm up move is overhead punch. We're going to do this for 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now for the legs, wake up the leg muscles. We're going to do this for 10. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the workout proper. Let's go 20 seconds on and 5 seconds rest. The first one, we're going to do side skip actually. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 20, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Like I said, active rest for 5 seconds. And then we go to the second move, which I call skaters. So we assume the skater stance, and then we do it for 20 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Active rest. Now we move to the third move, which is mountain climbers for 20 seconds. We hit the floor. Straight plane, not like this, not like this, straight. Now we do this for 20. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Active rest for 5. Now, the fourth move, 20 again, is squat punch. You're squatting, again, straight plane. Don't lean forward, don't lean backward, straight. So we're doing this and we're punching. While you're punching, don't lock your elbows. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Now, we go to the last move, which is plank jacks. Still, we hit the floor. We'll go for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're done.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
cool
you very
down.
much.
We'll cool down by shaking.
So this was to relax, get the muscles woken and all
Yes.
of that, and just
all woken up.
general cardio.
Yes,
Thank
general
you very much,
cardio.
Abia.
Thank
It's
you very
always
much.
good having you in the house.
Thank
Okay,
you.
all right, and then from there, let's move straight up to the kitchen, and of course, Chef Tolu is with Mary. What do you guys have for us this morning?
We have something really fantastic. And of course, you know, whenever it's Chef Tolu in the kitchen, I always think we're going to bake, but I might be wrong. So let's find out what we're baking this morning.
We're definitely frying this morning. So
we're frying?
Yes.
Quite
we
unlike
are.
her.
Really? So we're making buttermilk pancakes today.
Buttermilk pancakes.
Yes.
Sounds interesting.
It is. And I'm putting a bit of twist in it. So we're also going to make our chocolate sauce for it, for the glazing. And we're making
Did you say chocolate?
Oh my God, I just opened Pandora's box.
Okay.
Yes. Keep it inside. So I'm making this sauce from scratch. I'll just talk you through that recipe as well. So that's just very quick. It's something that just came up last minute. So the, our buttermilk pancakes, what you need is flour, sugar. In here we have flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. Very important.
Flour, sugar, salt, baking powder.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we have our evaporated milk. We're going to use oil. You can use melted butter if you have. Okay. Oil, then 2 beaten eggs.
There's already oil in it.
Yes.
Okay.
And to make your buttermilk, you need your evaporated milk and your vinegar. That's white distilled vinegar. There's a difference between wine vinegar. There are a lot of vinegars. So just use white distilled vinegar. So you're going to soak that in for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes, because we don't have buttermilk in Nigeria. So you have to make your buttermilk. So we have eggs, then normal milk. So this is 1.5 cup, and this is half cup of...
this is half cup. This is 1.5 cup.
So we could decide to do everything evaporated milk. It depends on you. So you know, I always say your recipe is you, like it's whatever you want. You can decide not to put sugar.
It's an adventure of yours.
Yes, it is. Then we'll just put a bit of strawberry flavor, just to give it a bit of, you know.
Strawberry and
chocolate. Then the recipe for the chocolate sauce, quite easy. Cocoa powder, a bit of flour, just like 1 tablespoon of flour. Then icing sugar, then milk and oil and pot. Simple.
Where do these come in,
and,
the grapes?
In my mouth, like I'll be eating it.
What are you talking
It's
about?
like for garnishing. It's not...
I was thinking that it was going somewhere in the pancakes
it makes our props. It's a beautiful prop, you know. It makes our table look very colorful and nice.
Okay, let's start.
So while I'm doing this, you're going to start. You can drop the pot, madam.
Okay.
So you're going to start with this, and
what do I do with this? You're just
going to stir until where you find no lumps, you know.
No lumps.
Yes, no lumps. Okay. While I stir this.
Okay, there's a lot going on at the same time this morning.
Because we're trying to fit everything within.
So you can see it all happen.
So all we're going to do is just to pour in all our wet ingredients into the dry ingredients, then we are done. So I'm going to start by putting in my flavor inside my milk. Okay. That's a bit of strawberry, not the major.
Strawberry milk.
Well, do you know that is actually a nice combo.
Strawberry milk. Okay.
Then eggs.
So how long would this go for?
This will pretty much we should be done in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes,
all of this.
All of this.
Okay.
So how are you coming along with that?
I should ask you though. What do you think? Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to be careful with it. Just make sure you're mixing it properly.
Okay.
See, my batter is like quarter to ready.
Mine is what? 3/4 to ready.
No, literally, it's not ready. Yeah,
you don't have to rub
I'm playing. Okay, so I'm almost done with my butter. Then I'm going to turn on the heat now and put in a bit of oil on the fry pan and we start frying. Yeah. But before then, I'm going to let this sit for 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yes.
What's the purpose
No
of
particular
that?
reason. I knew you were going to ask. I saw it coming.
Yes, now I have to understand.
No particular reason, but
because
I like
someone might forget and might think, oh, I messed it up.
No. I like this. There's no reason. I like it when you sit a mixture for a bit. It allows the flavor to go around. It allows the recipe, the ingredients to fuse together properly.
Okay.
So we're almost there now. In fact.
So what do you think of this now?
I think you're almost there. Keep going. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, almost there.
Almost there.
You need to put some,
energy
into it.
I'm trying to avoid anything spilling me. But if you say energy,
All right,
energy is plenty.
All right, let's get our oil out.
Okay.
We turn on the cooker. So while this is frying up.
Am I going to be using oil for the chocolate sauce
Yes,
as well?
you will. We're going to be using a couple of tablespoons for the chocolate sauce.
How many people will this serve?
It depends on you, darling. I'm sure this is enough to serve just you.
No, the chocolate is enough to serve just me.
The pancakes also depends on the size of how you're going to lay it out. So I'm just putting a bit of oil in here so that we can pour in our milk. So I think this is roughly about 2 tablespoons. I think that's fine.
2 tablespoons?
Yes, roughly.
Okay.
Then we'll pour in our 2 cups of milk.
This is for the chocolate sauce?
This is for the chocolate sauce.
Okay.
I want you to get a head start because...
Is there anything in the milk? Just
milk.
Milk.
Just milk.
Okay.
So at this point, you're going to mix. Get ready to stir, darling. You can bring your dry ingredients now.
Did you say major stirring?
Now, you're going to hold this.
Okay.
And start pouring it in.
All right.
Little at a time.
Little.
Okay, no, actually, pour it in. What now? Little at a time when you're putting 1 teaspoon.
You said a little at a time now.
There you go.
Can
you smell that? So you just keep stirring this.
Okay, I think that's about it.
That's enough, darling. You can leave some for the plate.
Okay, I see somebody's very cheeky today. Don't worry, I won't get started on you. Okay, so you're going to do the pancakes now?
Yes, I'm getting started on my pancakes.
Okay. Chocolate sauce. I have a feeling I'll be doing this a whole lot more often.
More often, right?
Yes,
it's quite
like
easy.
at least twice a week.
No, let's switch positions. Let's go to that one while I stay here. Then I start my frying.
Frying immediately.
So first of all, what we have to do is to glaze our fry pan with a bit of oil.
This looks good.
Just keep going until that thickens up, yeah?
Okay.
I wouldn't like to pretend. My first pancakes never come out well, the first round. So in case you see any blip, it's human error.
That's what happens every time?
Yes. But I just might be favored today,
Yes, because it's your name.
Really?
Oh, well.
Okay, so our first round.
I guess everyone is going to see how you're going to make the pancakes much later.
Yes. So this is just to show the first round because, see, we have a lot to run through. And I'm going to layer the pancakes with pancakes, chocolate sauce, and I'm going to layer everything up. So I'm just showing you the first round of it.
Nice. Why she does that? We're going to take a break now. And when we come back, Yomi and Izefua will be having a discussion on parenting.